Going.
Wobbling and timely whining.
What the heck?
No.
Yes, I know why we're playing. Oh, no.
I really can't hear myself.
The volume on what? This?
I think I'm right.
There it is.
Okay. Yeah, that's a little better. Normally, I mean, it does take a little while getting used to hearing your voice in your head, in your ears. Well, you hear it in your head. It's hearing it in your ears as well.
Right.
That does take a little.
All right.
No, come on, I was hoping you were going to do that.
Do what?
Whee!
No!
No.
Instead,
Yeah.
that's better.
Love that.
Go ahead, man. Let's go.
All right. It's let's see. It is Wednesday.
Yes, it is.
September the 18th. It is now 11:01 p.m. We are the Bost-Whovians. I'm Jimmy.
I'm Lucas.
We're here for your Doctor Who entertainment. This week we've got
Hold on.
2 episodes.
Hold on.
What? What?
Hold on. We have to stop here for a sec. Because, okay, last week, the show started off interesting. The show started off
What
last
do you mean
week.
by I don't understand.
Okay, last week.
We had a fan request.
Right, we had a
Right.
fan request.
Do we have another fan request?
Yes, we do.
Oh, good.
And this one is directed at you, Jimmy.
Well, it's about time.
All right. So, since people questioned as to whether or not I can count,
Which, by the way, I think the first counting mishap was done by me on my top 10 episode.
right, but
I
it was
lost
still
track.
funny. It was
No,
awesome.
no,
when
no.
that
I'm
happened.
just saying that started the counting thing, and
Okay.
you know, you just took it to the degree.
All right, so they would like you to take 1,000 and add 40. Now
All
add
right.
now add another 1,000.
All right.
And add 30.
All right.
Now add another 1,000.
All right.
Now add 20.
You realize I've been drinking, right?
Yep, and now add another 1,000.
Wait. Hold on.
All
Can
right,
we
start from the beginning.
Yes, I'm sorry. I gotta keep track of how many thousands there are.
No, so take 1,000.
Okay.
Add 40.
Right. Got the 40.
Take another 1,000.
Okay.
Add 30.
Okay.
Add another 1,000.
Yep.
Add 20.
Right.
Add another 1,000.
Okay.
Now add 10.
Okay.
What do you get?
4,100.
There you go. Okay, you're a genius. Because like I did that to Tiffany, and she's like 5,000.
Oh.
I was like, oh god,
Okay.
no, not 5,000, and she just wasn't getting it. So it was kind of funny. So so that somebody sent that in and said they want to see if you could get it.
Cool.
So,
I did.
So folks, Jimmy's a genius and I'm the idiot.
Well, not a genius, but no. Well, we actually have that in this episode. When the doctor's talking to Lumik, he's saying, you're brilliant. I'd call you a genius, but
Yep.
I'm in the room.
Okay, well let's go ahead and tell the fans what we're talking about tonight.
All right, tonight is a 2-parter. It's Rise of the Cybermen and Age of Steel.
Yeah, good episodes.
It's the reintroduction of the Cybermen to New Who.
And it's a great reintroduction because when you've seen the old stuff, especially that from the first season ever back in the 60s, it was
40 years. 40 years exactly. It was exactly 40 years before this episode. Well, I don't think it was to the date, but it was that actual 40-year period where they reintroduced.
But it's if you've seen all the different versions because they're always upgrading. It started off horrible. I mean, when you see it, just visually, physically to the eye, to the ocular sense, it was just very interesting to look at.
I think the dog is barking.
Yes, the dog is barking downstairs. He probably hears us.
Disturbing the dog?
I don't care. I really don't. Because,
There's also someone at your door.
That's the people who live with me. And there's people that live with me. And that's them walking in the door.
With Lucas.
Hello! They're here and they're laughing at us.
All right.
That's all right because we laugh at ourselves. So
We have to.
So anyways, yeah, so I don't care that the dogs are barking because last week
it was kind of a howl.
Yeah, they do that every night.
Oh.
And one time they did it at 2:00 in the morning.
That's dogs for you.
Yeah, it's why I don't want one. It's not my dog. So, but the dogs are cool. I like them, but not at 2:00 in the morning. No. That's all.
Don't have a baby then.
I don't want one of those.
You don't want one. You don't want a baby?
Not right now.
Like Eva? I think we need to discuss it right now.
But we're supposed to dog.
No babies?
I don't want one.
Have you no soul?
I am a soul. Haven't you learned that?
I do know that. That's not the phrase though. Are you no soul? That doesn't make sense. Of course you're a soul. You're a big freaky soul.
Yeah, I'm a freak.
So yeah, no babies? Eva?
Not right now. Maybe in 1,000 years.
Well, yeah. Anything can
maybe
happen in 1,000 years.
Well, I hope to live that long. Like the Cybermen. That's what they were trying to do. The whole goal.
Well, that's what Lumic was trying to do. I liked what they did with this episode because they throw it off into a parallel Earth. So where the Doctor knows once he realizes it's Cybermen.
Right.
And he's seeing how they develop in this world.
Yep.
So it was a nice little interesting. You can reintroduce them. You can start from the beginning and just see how now this time they started on Earth.
It's a very interesting way to start it off.
What? Something?
No, just I'm getting all sorts of messages from the person who's claiming to be your girlfriend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm not getting any of those messages.
Yeah, so...
oh, wait, maybe I am.
Well, anyway, so basically, she was wondering what in the world we were playing the Lion song for.
Oh! No. We did have a reason for that. Yes, we did.
So the reason started off at the beginning of this episode, the rise of the Cybermen.
We loved the Lion King. Oh, wait, that's not the reason.
That's not the reason.
Well, we do love the Lion King, right?
Let's play the clip.
Love the Lion King. No kids, and he doesn't love the Lion King.
Well,
what a sad existence you live.
I don't like Disney. Do you see what it did to Miley Cyrus?
No, I think that's what what's his face did to Miley
No, that's
Cyrus.
what Disney did. Well, whatever. I don't care. I'm just talking trash. So anyway,
can I hit play?
Go ahead. This is a clip from the first portion.
Here's why we opened with what we opened with.
And just listen in as to what happens.
A lot of widths.
Ready and waiting, sir.
Did the override work?
Well, needs a bit of fine-tuning. We weren't exactly delicate given the rush, but yeah, it's all working. I've been testing the system, sir. They've grafted on a treat, these have. Given a little persuasion. If you care to observe, sir. And turn to the right.
Basically, they've taken all these homeless people and
to the left.
Wired them
upgrade them.
Upgrade
them.
Yep.
Fun, Mr. Crane.
Oh, no, not at all, sir. No, it's just, well, it's irresistible.
Then resist. And start the upgrade.
Did we get permission?
I am governed by greater laws, old friend. The right of a man to survive. Now begin.
And turn to the left. Forward march.
Now here comes the upgrade. And this is where it comes in.
Yeah, because that's not pretty.
Noise. Give us track number 90.
I guess that's a way to kind of maybe feel good about themselves for what they're doing. I don't know.
It has its place in history. I mean, it really does. I'm going to pause this now.
Go ahead. Well, that's it for the clip.
I remember hearing it one time on the radio talking about when the trains would go by taking people to concentration camps. And one of them went by a church.
Wow.
And it was every Sunday during service when they were singing their hymns that they could hear the people. The people on the train know that they're on the train. They know where they're going. They know what's going to happen. And yet these people that are in church just say we sing louder. We try not to hear them.
Oh my goodness.
So it is. It's like just because something bad is happening, we as humans try to block that out. I mean, sometimes there's not a lot that we can do. Sometimes there's some really bad things happening, and I'm not comparing this to the Holocaust or anything.
Please don't.
No, but I mean, it is. It's talking about, here you go, you've got people that are being sent to their death, and he's like, whoa, I don't want to hear that. And so let's put on some nice music.
Wow. That's
Which was also used in The Lion King.
They used music to drown out the death.
The lion music.
Yeah, we would. Huh?
That song was used in The Lion King.
It was?
Yes.
I don't remember. It's been a wicked long time since I've seen that.
It's been a long time for me too, but The Lion King is a great movie.
All right.
It's got James Earl Jones. That's Darth Vader.
Yeah, actually, they mentioned that when it came to the voice. No, not in the episode.
Oh, I was wondering, like, where?
No,
am I
basically,
not
like
viewing it on the screen?
The people who were, working on this particular episode, they said that that's something that they were trying to avoid when it came to developing the voice of the Cybermen, because it always had a different voice, and every single time they were brought up in the old Who and in the new Who, and well, basically during the 1980s when Doctor Who was still on back then, that the voice of the Cybermen had more of a Darth Vader sound, and even had a sense of personality, where at one point they showed one of the Cybermen, and kind of victorious, and he would say, "Excellent." and so they were saying, why would the Cybermen don't say excellent? They say, that is
that's
satisfactory.
What Mr. Burns says.
Excellent. And then Homer was like, exactly.
I don't know. I think I've mentioned it before, but my favorite Mr. Burns is when he's like, I'll crush you like a paper cup. And he grabs the paper cup and he's like, Smithers. And then Smither comes over and he's like, would you like me to smash it again, sir? I love Mr. Burns. I love Smithers. They're great. He just like pounds it on the desk. I can't remember what episode that was from, but that was just...
They're hilarious, though. Those guys are so funny.
Now, interestingly, this guy, Lumic, the guy who plays Lumic, provides part of the voice for the Cybermen in this episode.
Really?
Yes, there was actually two voices, especially when the controller comes online. You can hear the two different voices when they're taking over, if you listen. But the guy who plays Lumic is one of them. Also, another interesting tidbit of information, Lumic has appeared with David Tennant before.
Really?
But they were on opposing sides, but opposite opposing sides. Lumic was the good guy, and the Doctor was the bad guy, and that's in the Harry Potter series.
I have never seen Harry Potter.
I didn't say I had, I was just throwing out tidbits of information.
And I was just saying I'd never seen it.
Okay. Fine. Okay,
exactly.
Fine.
All right.
Lumic's second in command, Mr. Crane.
Right.
He is one of the 29 people who have been in Classic Who and New Who. Not as the same character for him, but like others that we know of that have, like Elizabeth Sladen.
Okay. So it's basically...
has been in Classic Who and has been in New Who, but her is the same character. This guy who played Crane was in an episode, 2 episodes back in '85.
Wow.
I forget the name of his character, though. It started with an L, I think.
Well, we'll get there eventually, because we started watching old Doctor Who recently.
We have, and we haven't been watching as much as I thought we were going to watch.
Well, you've been preoccupied.
I have been preoccupied, but I think I will have some free time over the next week.
She's listening, by the way.
So she knows that I'm going to have some free time.
All right, then. I just hope she doesn't get mad at that.
She won't get mad.
All right, very good.
Not at you.
Huh?
Not at you.
I don't get mad.
No, she won't get mad at you.
Oh, yeah.
She won't get mad at me.
I hope not. Anyway, so
we have another clip.
We have plenty of clips.
Great, let's play another clip.
This is from the beginning portion of this episode. It's kind of a funny little moment, so here we go.
What are you doing that for? Because you told me to. When was that?
Poor Mickey.
About half an hour ago.
You can let go now.
Well, how long's it been since I could have stopped?
10 minutes?
Rose is already laughing.
29?
You just forgot me.
No. I was calibrating. I know exactly what I'm doing.
Yeah, he knew exactly what he's doing, and then the TARDIS died.
Poor Mickey. Well, it died because they went into a parallel universe.
Yeah.
See, with the death
That's
of the
not supposed to
Time
happen.
Lords, with the end of the Time Lords after the Time War, there's nobody really to keep
Monitor?
control of all the
Right.
different timelines
Right.
and all the different time streams and
Mhm.
however wibbly-wobbly and timey-wimey it gets. So, and the Doctor mentions it in this episode, that when the Time Lords are around, you could jump between universes and parallels, much like Sliders. Remember Sliders?
No.
No.
Well, I remember the word and how it looked for the TV show, but I never watched the show.
Okay, they weren't really traveling in time, per se.
Per se.
Yes. Which basically, when anybody says per se, means they kind of were.
So they're lying.
Like, you've probably heard it. Like, okay, I don't hate this person, but no, that person is about to mention something really bad about the person they were just talking about. It's like, no, really. They're like one of my closest friends. But there you go. You are about to get all the dirt. And that's basically what per se means.
Great.
Now, no, they weren't really traveling in time. They would travel to different universes, parallel universes. Much like in Back to the Future Part 2.
Right. Oh.
All of a sudden, it created a split,
Yeah.
a
An
rift,
alternate.
and now an
alternate
alternate
1985.
timeline. Right, so when they went back, they were all of a sudden in a different timeline.
Right.
It's still the same one, and if you go back to the original point that changed it and made that timeline and fixed that, then you can get back to your own timeline. So it was kind of like that. It was also mentioned on The Big Bang Theory. Sheldon, what was it? Some kind of conversation with him and Penny. And she says, "Don't you like to dance?" or something like that.
Oh yeah, he said
Something like that. And he says, if you talk about parallel universes, there's an infinite amount of Sheldons, and none of them.
Do I dance?
Am I was it dancing?
Yeah,
I think it was dancing.
so.
And she's just like, "All right, do you have fun in any of them?" And he's like, "In more than a couple, it suggested that I'm a clown made of candy, but I'm not dancing." I love The Big Bang Theory.
Oh man, that's so funny. That show's a riot.
He can be a clown made of candy, but he's not going to dance.
No, he's not going to be dancing.
So that's just great stuff.
Oh, that's too funny. So that's actually, we watched this just the other day, and we were both surprised how much stuff in these two episodes were actually quite comical.
It's one of the things that I liked about the David Tennant era. There was a lot more comedy, and I don't know if it was just they didn't get into it with Eccleston, or I mean, there's a lot of comedy in Smith's era.
There's a lot more.
There's a lot of comedy in the classic.
Right.
I mean, Troughton was plenty funny. He was always making fun of Jamie and his kill. I forget which one it was. Oh man, what companion?
I think that was
Whatever.
another
She's just
episode
like-
with the
She
Cybermen.
said- yes,
That was the Tomb of the Cybermen.
and she's just like, "Oh, do you think my skirt's okay?" He's like, "Oh, it's all right. Look at Jamie's," which is a great joke. You never joke about a Scotsman and his kill.
Right. Now, what's interesting though is, like, we've been watching
Like
William
Rowdy
Hartnell.
Roddy Piper.
Roddy Piper.
He wore a kill.
Yes, he did. So anyway, we were
Oh, sorry.
watching William Hartnell this past week, and now
Yes.
there wasn't really comedic dialogue going on, but when you see
It's comedic if what you are used to is New Who.
well, because when we saw that one guy plummet to his death, or excuse me,
that was
spin.
awful. That was awful. You mean Cardboard Man? It was Doctor Who versus the Cardboard Men. Well, they were only cardboard when they were thrown over the ledge.
He didn't. He wasn't thrown. He fell, and
That's
then when
true,
they
he did
showed
fall.
him, he spun in circles till he hit water.
And yet we had that in this episode where Lumic, as the controller, fell into the explosion.
Yeah.
Which is a classic Disney death. Falling. Used in The Lion King.
I don't remember.
You don't remember anything. Mufasa fell to his death. Scar fell to his death.
Scar?
Scar. Mufasa's brother.
I remember Mufasa.
The evil lion that had a scar over his eye. That's why he was called... I mean, how did they know to name him this when he was a kid? Was he born with a scar?
He might have been born with a scar.
I don't know. Played by Jeremy Irons, I think.
Jeremy who?
Jeremy Irons.
Irons?
Yeah.
Like multiple irons? Like more than one iron?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
Not multiple ions.
Not ions.
Ions.
Ions. There's
Ions.
a difference between ions and ions.
I'm making that distinction. Not for you, because I know you understand
right, I
what
understand.
I am saying.
I understand.
I'm
it's for the
talking about
people.
Ions.
Right.
That's so different than ions. Like an ion is what you use to,
iron your
clothes.
clothing.
You're not supposed to use the word in its description, I know, but I don't know another description for iron. I'm sorry.
But no, you got it right. Because there's a difference between ion, like a neutron ion or a part of a cellular structure, and ironing.
And ironing, right. I hate ironing.
Could you iron an ion?
I don't know, but it can be it can be ionized. But I don't know if ions can be ionized. Would that be ironical?
That's very ironic. Wow.
Alanis Morissette. Apparently, we should have played that song.
Yeah, no kidding.
Who knew we were going to get into this?
Oh, we get it. We get into all sorts of stuff.
Jeremy Irons. Did you see the Man in the Iron Mask? Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah.
Jeremy Irons was one of the other Musketeers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Was he?
There was Chris O'Donnell who played D'Artagnan.
Okay.
Wait. Yeah. And wait, was it that one? No, sorry. That's Sorry, I'm confusing now the Three Musketeers. The Three Musketeers had Chris O'Donnell as D'Artagnan. And the older one, I think it was Jeremy Irons that... No, it wasn't. That was, Byrne. Gabriel Byrne.
Charles Montgomery Burns?
No! We're not back to the Simpsons. We're on to the Three Musketeers and the Four Musketeers and the Man in the Iron Mask.
Let's play the clip.
Jeremy Irons. People know who I mean.
Iron. For those of you who don't know what iron is, it's iron. All right.
Iron sharpens iron.
Yeah, iron sharpens iron.
It also presses your clothes.
What? It also presses your clothing. You use a can of starch to make sure you get the wrinkles out of your shirt. Here we go.
I told you to keep an eye on her.
She's all right.
She goes wandering off. Parallel
Oh,
worlds
God.
like a gingerbread house. All those temptations calling her.
Oh, so it's just Rose then? Nothing out there to tempt me?
Well, I don't know. I can't worry about everything. You just get this thing done.
Did that help?
Yes.
Did that hurt?
Yes.
Okay, that was really funny because here the doctor is.
That's all you wanted from that
That's all.
clip.
It was just that clip, just to basically, he come in and he's arguing about like, look, there's so much out there that we don't need them getting, that we don't need Rose getting involved in.
Are we still playing background music?
Of course, it's still. If you want to turn it off, turn it off.
Oh, that's okay. I'm just
All right,
making sure that people can hear us.
All right, so basically,
all of a sudden I heard it. That's all.
Yeah. So Rose is out there, and he's like, there could be all sorts of stuff going on. And he's like, well, what? Mickey's like, what about me? And he's like, I can't worry about everything.
It's not that he can't worry about everything. He knows pretty much jack about Mickey. He knows that his name is Mickey.
Well, at one point, he still called him Ricky.
Yes,
and we learn here that
Tennant hasn't called him Ricky.
No?
No.
No, you're right. He hasn't. It was just
He always called him Mickey. That was Eccleston trying to piss him off. Rose said it.
Yeah,
She's
maybe
like,
that
he's
was
just,
the reason.
He's just trying to mess with you.
Yeah,
Trying to get under your skin.
And that
Or
worked.
whatever they say, like when they say nothing.
Nothing. With
Nothing.
an F. N-U-F-I-N.
Nothing. I was thinking it was 2 F's.
Might be N-U-F-F-I-N.
Nothing.
Nothing. Like a muffin, but with an N. Muffin with an N?
What about puffin?
Puffin?
Are you familiar with puffins?
You try puffin stuff?
I don't know what that is.
I don't know either. I just heard it on TV once.
You're sad.
I am. So like
the animals, puffins. They're like penguin-like.
No, I don't know. What are you talking
What
about?
puffin cereal?
You mean like Rice Krispies? That's puffed.
No, that's puffed rice. That's not puffin. Puffin is a cereal, and it has puffins on it.
Is this like an off-brand?
No.
It's a name brand cereal.
Yes.
You're gonna Google this?
Yes. That's
Google search. Yeah, right there.
Fine.
All right. So
Okay.
so we're talking about puffin. Like puffin on some smoke.
No.
Well, we don't. I don't smoke. You don't smoke.
Puffin
Puffin cereal.
Puffins.
Oh.
Puffin. See a puffin? Right there.
That's a penguin.
It's a type of penguin called
a puffin? No, I've never seen that before.
So, like, if they were over in England, it'd be like, we would say puffin.
I think that's really insulting.
Yeah, puffin. I grew up with that cereal. You never had that?
No. No, I mean, it looks like it's pretty tasty.
It is quite tasty.
So this is what our show has gotten to. We're now talking...
It's a crunchy corn cereal.
Crunchy corn cereal.
I'm sorry.
This is what our show has gotten to, folks. We're
You
talking
said
about cereal.
Muffins.
I said muffin with an N, and then you said puffin. I said...
Muffin with an N? Like nothing?
Like nothing.
Oh, back to... No. Oh, okay, alright. I see
Nothing.
what you meant.
Because they...
You sidetracked
it's-
me with muffin because I was still kind of hungry.
I told you I could have put pizza rolls in the oven.
It's fine. I was told we shouldn't eat those on the show.
By who?
I don't know.
I think you do, and you're just not saying. Well, too bad. If I'm gonna feed my friend Jimmy pizza rolls, we're gonna eat pizza rolls.
I think it was more like we shouldn't be eating while we're on the show because when people are watching this on YouTube, it's just like guys stuffing their face, drinking food, drinking liquids. It's
Well,
like
that's the
every
thing.
time there's a clip, that's for those of you who are only listening to the audio, that's when we eat. So for the people who are trying to watch this episode,
You know what?
it's
Fine.
like whatever's going on in the background, they're not paying attention to.
Uh-uh.
They're watching
No.
us burn our mouths on pizza rolls.
So, no, okay. So next Wednesday, we're gonna have like a 7-course meal. We're gonna find some way to stuff ourselves silly just for the viewing audience. And I don't care. This is our show. We'll do what we want. Well, within reason, we'll do what we want.
Your phone's calling you.
I don't. It's your girlfriend. You need to get your phone turned on.
Shut up.
All right, I'll shut up. 11 messages? I am not going to answer all these.
All you gotta do is wow.
She said the puffin cereal is organic. It's a bird. And she said we both talk weird.
No, we don't. We
talk awesome.
That's so cool. We do. We talk awesome.
All right, look, we're halfway through our show, so we need to throw out some shout-outs.
Yep. Asa.
Yep, we have to express our gratitude to our wonderful, awesome producer, Mr. Asa Allen Parker. And you can find him on Facebook, facebook.com/ASAPCPU.
Yeah.
So it's ASAPCPU.com.
Yep.
You go there, you can get information on having your own radio show, which Octavia is continuously saying that she wants to have her own show.
Yes, she was telling me that this week. She
Yeah.
even posted that on Facebook.
So she needs to go ahead and implement that.
That's right.
And then
Get on the radio. It is easy.
And when I worked for a cable company, I came across someone who had said they wanted to do an online radio show.
Then do
And,
it.
And she came into Walmart where I was doing nothing, and she saw me there and she's like, "Hey, I might still be interested. So you can go talk to Asa, and you can say, hey, I want a show."
And then we can listen.
And then we can listen. Yeah,
Yep.
so that's pretty awesome. And TitusBlue.net.
Oh yeah.
They're awesome. 24 hours a day of Doctor Who.
Yeah, I can't remember what some of They posted some things this week, and I still can't remember.
Me neither. But also, I personally wanted to give a shout out or a little advertisement for a documentary called Blackfish.
Okay.
Now, basically, what this documentary has to do with is killer whales in captivity, like at some of these well-known theme parks on the southern East Coast and then also the West Coast.
Yep.
That basically it's a sad story of how and why they're in captivity, and that it's, well, for lack of a better term, it's kind of inhumane, and they're going through some really bad treatment. And when you watch this documentary called Blackfish, it really opens your mind and your eyes as to what's going on behind the scenes.
I can't say that I've never gone to aquariums.
I've been there before too.
And enjoy things like that. Mm-hmm. But you're not seeing animals in their natural habitat. You're just not.
No.
And it's true. We as humans feel like we need to have this experience, and I mean, I think it's always best to go with like what my father does and watch the Discovery Channel.
Yeah,
and
I agree.
Nat Geo. And I mean, you just gotta, let someone else do the filming, and maybe, hopefully, one day you can see these things in person. But,
yeah, right. Now, what was sad is that basically the documentary goes into the fact that these whales live in like a family atmosphere.
Yeah.
Like they have their own form of communication. And that basically when one whale is separated from another, then their entire environment is messed up, and you can actually audibly hear the difference in the way they cry and speak. And so basically,
mourning the loss of a family member.
Right, exactly. And that's actually, they show that on the documentary where, hold on, there's some music playing in the background that just needs to go. Let me see this for a second. This needs to stop.
You're the one who set that up.
No, I thought I got rid of this one. So no, that one's gone. No. Anyway, so that's better. So what I was saying is that basically this female whale in captivity gave birth, and then after the baby whale was born, they took the baby away, and they said, the people who worked there said that up until that point, that mother whale had rarely ever made any noise. Didn't really cry, didn't make any, the whale sounds and stuff. But once the baby was gone, went into the corner and just cried.
What do you expect? You took its child.
Right, but I'm saying, like, humans don't think about that kind of stuff.
That's because humans are retarded.
Please don't say that. I'm offended by that word.
I'm sorry. It's just.
The point I'm trying to make is, like, oftentimes we don't think about the fact that, like, a whale would have such.
Humans come first to humans, and that's it. Animals are nothing, and they're below us, and it's just nothing.
Well, that really shouldn't be the case.
Mammals have a range of emotions.
Right, and I know earlier I complained about the dogs that we're kind of house sitting for now.
They love it. But you come down and visit.
I go down. I really do enjoy spending time with those puppies. It's just frustrating, like when I'm trying to sleep and it's 2:00 in the morning, and they miss their owners, and their owners will be back soon, but they still miss them, and that's probably what they're going through. It's a little bit of separation anxiety.
Their family.
Right, exactly.
And they have to suffer with you.
Oh, everybody suffers with me. Even you suffer with me every Wednesday.
Suffer with you.
I suffer with me. All right, we got another clip we're going to play.
There's nothing I can do about that.
There's nothing anybody can do about that. So, all right, here we go with another clip from Rise of the Cybermen.
I'm not meant to be here. TARDIS draws its power from the universe, but it's the wrong universe. It's like diesel and a petrol engine.
But I've seen it in comics. People go hopping from one alternative world to another. It's easy.
Not in the real world. Used to be easy. When the Time Lords kept their eye on everything, you could pop between realities, home in time for tea. Right. And they died, took it all with them. The walls of reality closed, the worlds were sealed. Everything became that bit less kind.
Then how did we get here?
I don't know. Accident. Should have been impossible, now we're trapped. What's that?
So the doctor looked into the console of the TARDIS and sees a little light.
A little tiny bitty light.
Is it? Is that a light? I think that's a light. That's all we need. We've got power! Ricky, we've got power! Ha!
Not Ricky. Mickey. Alright.
Yeah, I think so. I thought there might have been a little bit more.
Well, it is, but it's just like coming up after this.
Alright, so maybe we can kind of get past that. Hold on. It might be right here. It might be the next clip that we had up.
This one? Let's try it.
No, it's not. Hold on. Hold on.
Sorry. It's not that.
No, it's definitely, that's the beginning of an episode. And then, see, the problem with some of these clips that we're finding is the,
Kept their eye on everything.
is,
No, that's
we already watched that one.
Not yet.
Here it
One of
is.
those insignificant little...
So basically, the problem with finding some of these clips is all the pop-up ads. And you gotta close those out, and it's a pain in the tuchus. So these guys are getting locked up, and they're being basically pulled away to be upgraded and converted.
Nothing. It's tiny.
Or deleted.
One of those insignificant little powers.
Deleted.
No one ever bothers
Alright, here we
about.
go.
It's clinging on to life.
Delete.
One little ounce of reality
What is it?
tucked away inside.
Enough to get us home.
Not yet. I need to charge it up.
We could go outside and lash it up to the national grid.
Wrong sort of energy. Gotta come from our universe.
But we don't have anything.
There's me.
He looks so
I
happy.
just gave away 10 years of my life. Worth every second.
Alright, so we got that. And that's, you know, it really shows that, you know, to me it shows like some of the genius behind the Doctor and how, you know, he knows exactly what he's doing. There could be times where, you know, things just seem, I don't know, terrible, awful, but he's able to get through it. He's able to get through all of it because he's got so much experience. He's traveled so many different worlds, so many different galaxies. And so when things go wrong, he's just as calm as can be. And, you know, he recognized that the only power that would work is his own. So one breath into this little power source of the TARDIS takes away 10 years of his life, and he's like, it was worth every second. That's awesome. You're distracted now.
I'm not distracted. I heard everything you said.
That's because it's going from my microphone into your ears.
So it doesn't matter. I heard you.
All right.
You know what? I'm going to turn this up so I know when it beeps.
All right. So we're going to have a beeping.
Not a beeping, a buzzing.
Buzzing.
Just something.
Something is buzzing, and buzzing is something.
So that I know what's going on.
Right. So anyway, so for those of you, I want to take a second to mention something to those of you who are just tuning in, because I think we've got some people listening in for the very first time tonight.
We should.
We should have new people. Oh, speaking
new
of that,
people.
that's right. So for you fans out there, every week that we have people liking our Facebook page,
and some weeks it's more than others.
Yep. We have made a vow that every week we have new fans, we will name you personally on the air and have millions
and millions
of our fans hear your name across the world.
Now, there are a few exceptions. If being an admin to a page, you would think you could see everyone that likes your page.
Yeah.
But the problem is they only show you like the top 6, the last 6. So if I wake up in the morning and there's 10 new likes, I've missed 4.
Does it get sent to your email?
No, it does not.
It sends to mine.
So then how are we still missing page?
Because I deleted them and I'm stupid.
Well, I gotta figure out how to get them sent to me as email, and I'll keep track. So, like, I think we gained like about 20 or 21 different people this week, and we only have about like 19 names.
Well,
so we missed 1 or 2. We're sorry if you're that one, but we try to mention as many names as we can.
Yeah, we do.
So here's some of our new ones: Chill Corchado,
Raymond Rivera,
Amy Straken,
Izzy Minerva Palmer,
Charlotte Walker,
David Wakefield,
Christine Duong,
Daniel Donaldson,
Samantha Elizabeth Teitelbaum,
Jenny Vu,
that's right, Roy Costa,
Robin Louise,
Raquel Servatius, maybe.
Raquel Zebedee.
It's 2 Raquels in a row.
Yeah.
And they're both spelled differently.
Raquel.
That was Rochelle.
Yeah, but I just wanted to say
Okay,
it.
all right, fine. Chloe Brandy.
What we Juliette, is that Gaillet?
Something like
It
that.
looks French. If we have butchered your name, just send us hate mail.
Yeah. Any mail's good. Elisa Avey?
That's
like that.
Lucy Susan Goodfellow.
Ooh, and Melanie Matthewson?
And Wayne Brownell?
Brunel? Yeah,
Okay.
I work with that guy.
Okay. So, well, actually, the one, Melanie Matthewson, Tiffany says she knows her.
Oh.
They have some sort of connection where she grew up in Ohio.
Your wife grew up in Ohio?
Well, she was born in Ohio.
She didn't grow up.
Well, she moved to Atlanta when she was maybe 9, 7.
Wow. I have very few
A different
people
age.
that I've known like that long. Outside of family.
How long?
Like since I was that age.
Oh, yeah.
Referring to.
It's the same here. I mean, I still keep in touch
That I
with people.
still keep in touch with.
I still keep in touch with people on Facebook that I knew when I was in like 5th and 4th grade, but I'm not even sure. Well, I think some of them listen in, but some of them, I don't know if they do or not.
Hopefully they do listen in. Hopefully they enjoy it. Get a lot of people to listen in. And thank you to each and every one of you, whether you're a new fan this week, whether you've been watching and listening every week. There's people that now can only watch us via YouTube.
Right.
That's fine.
That's fine.
We enjoy the
Fans?
that'll work.
All right. Well, okay. Going back to the YouTube thing about this person making a complaint about us eating on the air. That's our prerogative. Now, because people can just pull us up on YouTube and just listen. They don't have to watch. I wouldn't want to watch me.
But some people watch us like all the time. Some people enjoy watching us. They say our facial expressions. Which is funny because only a couple weeks ago it was, what's up with all those weird faces? And now other people are like, your expressions are great.
I haven't heard that.
Well,
actually, I haven't gotten
great,
many.
But
I haven't gotten many comments. I haven't had anybody tell me what they think about the YouTube videos.
at least you stopped picking your nose.
I had an itch and I was scratching, and that was one time.
Right. You were scratching. Go ahead. Your brain?
No, it was right here at. This was a Seinfeld moment. That's exactly what it was. Remember, George was like, was there any nostril penetration? Because he was just kind of, it was just around the edge.
If you have to scratch the outside of your nostril,
it was like
right
barely
there,
on the
especially
outer...
if you're in traffic, because the guy over there sees this, and you're just scratching.
That's all it was, and yeah, I saw how it looked, and I really wish we deleted that video because I'm so embarrassed by it.
We can't delete the whole thing for just one little scene.
I think we should.
No,
Oh.
no, I forbade it.
Forbade it. All right, we have another clip.
Forbated
We
it.
have another clip. This is another funny one from these 2 episodes. This is from the Age of
Funny
Steel.
ones here.
What?
The whole of London's been sealed off and the entire population's being taken inside that place. To be converted.
We've got to get in there and shut it down.
How do we do that?
Oh, I'll think of something.
You're just making this up as you go along.
Yep. But I do it brilliantly.
Yes, he does.
That's a schematic of the old factory.
All right, so
Look.
the doctor just basically made it clear that what he does is brilliant. Because he, Mickey the idiot. Because Ricky's now...
Better not be Jimmy the idiot.
No, but
Jimmy
Ricky...
the genius.
Ricky's no longer around. He's no longer part of the storyline. So it's just Mickey. And he's basically accusing the doctor of saying, you're just kind of making this up as you go. And he's like, yeah. But I do it brilliantly. And it's true. He does.
Yeah.
You're showing me your phone, and the screen
it
went
blacked
black.
out, sorry.
And it's Tiffany saying, can we get a shout out for The Cove? It's a documentary about these animals that are being killed in Taiji, Japan. Anything that swims by is trapped and slaughtered A lot of these animals are hacked apart while they are still living. If you haven't seen it, see it. Yeah, she was telling me about that. It's a
That sounds like hard to watch, man.
yeah. And I actually saw a clip of a guy that he was actually scuba diving nearby and could hear all the dolphins crying.
Oh, I don't want to hear that.
Yeah, it's sad. It's sad. But the fact is, as regardless of what we do in life,
around 5 or 6 from Ohio.
Okay, well, there you go. So, just basically the
single
point,
digits. That's close enough.
Sure, it could have been.
What else do you
2.
expect from a husband?
Especially,
in the rough vicinity.
Rough vicinity. What are we talking about?
Your wife.
Oh, her? She's nice.
Oh, her?
She's nice.
Wow.
I like her.
I hope so.
Well, she's cool. She is. She's very nice.
Okay.
And she's brown.
I'm not saying I disagree. She is brown.
Yes. I like chocolate.
Yes, you do.
Every week.
Like chocolate. You do. You mention chocolate every week.
Well, why wouldn't I? It's great. It's tasty. It's delicious. It has antioxidants in it.
Because every time I... Never mind.
We've already played this clip.
Okay. Antioxidants, really? Oh boy. Let me play a clip here, folks. Sorry.
And uniformity.
Imagination? What about that? One thing that led you here. Imagine.
Aw. Why does it do that?
I don't know. Oh, but
YouTube is killing us.
we had a clip, and now it's just loading. So
It
we know we
doesn't
were
wanna
at.
do anything. There we go.
Here we go.
You're killing it dead.
What is your name?
I'm the
See, that's
doctor.
A redundant title. Doctors need not exist. Cybermen never sick.
Yeah, but that's it. That's exactly the point. Oh, Loomy, you're a clever man. I'd call you a genius, except I'm in the room. But everything you've invented, you did to fight your sickness, and that's brilliant.
Again, I jumped
That
the
is
gun.
so human. Once you get rid of sickness and mortality, then what's there to strive for? Hey? The Cybermen won't advance. You just stop. You stay like this forever. A metal Earth with metal men and metal thoughts. Lacking the one thing that makes this planet so alive. People. Ordinary, stupid, brilliant people.
You are proud of your emotions.
Oh, yeah.
Then tell me, Doctor, have you known grief and rage and pain?
Yes. Yes, I have.
And they hurt?
Oh, yes.
I can set you free. Would you not want that? A life without pain?
You might as well kill me.
Then I take that option.
It's not yours to take. You're a cyber controller. You don't control me or anything with blood in its heart.
You have no means of stopping me. I have an army, a species of my own.
You just don't get it, do you? An army's nothing. Because those ordinary people, they're the key. The most ordinary person can change the world. Some ordinary man or woman. Some idiot. All it takes is for him to find, say, the right numbers, say the right code, say, for example, the code behind the emotional inhibitor, the code right in front of him. Because even an idiot knows computers these days. Knows how to get past firewalls and passwords, knows how to find something encrypted in the Lumic family database under, what was it, Pete? Binary what?
Binary 9.
Binary 9. An idiot can find that code. Cancellation code. And he'd keep on typing. Keep on fighting. Anything to save his friends.
Your words are irrelevant.
Yeah, talk too much, that's my problem. Lucky I got that cheap tariff, Rose, for all our long chats on your phone.
Phone.
You will be deleted.
Yes, delete, control, hash, all those lovely buttons. Then, of course, my particular favourite, send. And let's not forget how you seduced all those ordinary people in the first place. By making every bit of technology compatible with everything else.
It's for you.
Wow.
Like this.
That's good. Okay. That's good. So what's interesting about that is he knew exactly what to do to break the link between Lumic and the rest of the Cybermen, and it basically awakened everybody that they had upgraded so that they now could see exactly who they were. Yeah. They could see that. They could see, and it was so horrific and so traumatizing to them that to realize that their humanity, everything that about them, every aspect of their personality, what made them who they were, was now gone, and all they saw was a metal suit.
And also it touches on that, what Lumic or the controller, whoever he was at that point, talking to the doctor, saying, of course you got to rip away your emotions. They're bad. The doctor's saying no, and he's like, well, clearly, have you ever experienced pain, heartache? Yeah, of course. I mean, do those emotions make us any less human? No. They're not good, but they still have a bearing on who we are. It reminded me of the song. I always preferred the Johnny Cash version, which was a remake of the 9 Inch Nails song, Hurt.
All right, well, hold on a sec.
Okay.
Johnny Cash did a remake of a song from 9 Inch Nails?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Doesn't that involve some sort of time travel?
No. It was towards the end of his career.
Or his life? Isn't he still alive?
Yeah. He's dead. And the song starts out with, I hurt myself today to see if I still feel. I focus on the pain, the only thing that's real. And again, it's like when you're feeling that, you know you're alive. You know you're alive when you're feeling pain, when you're feeling hurt, when you're feeling despair. Everybody enjoys the joy, the happiness, but emotions are emotions. There's things that we experience in life, and they have a bearing of who we are, and that's what the doctor's telling Lumic. That you can't just rip away human emotions from humans. They're just machines at that point.
Right.
There's no point. Everyone is the same. But that's what Lumic wanted. He wanted everything the same.
Right.
He wanted uniformity. And that does not add to the intrigue of life.
No.
There's things that just downright suck in life.
You got that right.
But that makes you who you are. You can't take away those bad... Again, let's go with the time travel theory. Could you go back and change the bad events in your life? You wouldn't be who you are right now.
That's true. Because your negative experiences does have an impact on your personality, who you are, and how you've improved as an individual, and even impacts how you're able to interact with other people.
Right. It's not a fact that your past dominates you or controls you, but it does shape you. It does guide you to who you are today. Had you not had the bad experience, you wouldn't have learned from it. And hopefully from every bad experience that we have, especially if it's a mistake that we made on our part, we learn from that and hopefully are not repeating it.
Yeah, no kidding. That's the thing.
And without emotion, you're just following. You're just, that you go back to the Holocaust. If you've just got mindless machines following whatever the leader says, you get horrific things in history.
Yeah, that stuff can't happen. It's just, it's awful seeing
emotion has to be there.
Yeah, exactly.
Emotion has to be there. It's human.
Right. And so since he's removed it, he's now basically removed humanity as it is. Because you saw them when he had them all controlled. They basically had, and that's the thing. That was something very interesting about this episode, is because they used what was already current, was the Bluetooth. Mm-hmm. They used that in the episode. Everybody had a Bluetooth in their ear.
And they actually paused during the day to get their little download, and they all laughed at the same time.
Everything was all controlled.
To uniform.
Yep. Everything was controlled.
They all laughed at the same joke. There's no way that the joke is funny to everybody.
Exactly.
That's not how jokes work.
I've heard jokes recently that were not funny at all, but the person who was
clearly
telling it
ones that I told.
No, because you're funny.
Yeah, I know.
You make me laugh.
I know.
Yeah, no. Just about anything makes me laugh. But
that's true.
Except for this joke I heard recently, which just wasn't funny. Now, I was told you had to be there, but yeah, it wasn't that good.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
You'll have to tell me after.
No, I don't even know the joke because I mean it was so like chopped up and it was some storyline.
See,
and
that's
I didn't comprehend
delivery.
it.
Delivery has to be there.
There you go, delivery.
You've got to have your Brian Regan.
Speaking of delivery, me and my cousin Micah yesterday had a conversation about pizza.
Of course, we had to come around to pizza.
Right. Well, because we were talking about the pizza back home and how there's no comparison. Now, have you ever had Romano's from Methuen?
Yes.
The one that's on Haverhill Street.
Yes.
Well, hold on a second.
Okay.
Because there's two different Romano's on Haverhill Street.
And I've had them from both.
Okay. The one that's in the valley, up past what used to be the Methuen Mall, isn't good.
That's true. That one is not as good, but
the other one.
Yeah.
Now they're just called Monos now.
Okay.
And so, like one time he went home to visit, and then he drove down from Boston down to Georgia. And he brought a whole pizza with him from the place, had the wrapping and everything. But his idea was to call them up and convince them to overnight it to people out of state. Sure, charge like an extra $15 or something.
Okay, but again, unless you are from there, where's the call for that business?
Yeah, exactly. One time I went in there and
I mean, it would be great for you and me.
It would be fantastic.
Here we are, tuning into the Bost-Whovians show with Monos.
Oh my goodness, that pizza's so good. It's fantastic. And like they have a chicken parm sub that's just, they make a chicken parm calzone. And it's fantastic.
I'm not even hungry. You're killing me, dude.
Yeah, I'm not hungry either. But it's wicked good. I miss the food up there. I miss the 99.
Do you think it's mostly nostalgia?
No, it's the food.
Okay, but it's what you grew up with and it's what you love.
Yeah, but, okay, for example, first time I took Tiffany up, a better example is my niece Danielle. She flew up to Boston. We picked her up at the airport
because
at Logan.
She'll be harsh and cruel to you.
Of course, always. She's cruel at heart. And anyway, so we went to Tripoli's and got us some pizza. She took a look at it. Now, people out there, you don't know what Tripoli Bakery is. It's a Sicilian bakery. They make authentic pizza there. And it's thin crust, square, very few toppings.
Very little cheese.
Very little cheese. And the majority of people who go there get it just like that. And they've been open for 70 plus years. So they've had no reason to change. They don't even have a reason to deliver because of the fact that so many people go there every single day. So anyways, we got her some pizza. She looked at it and she's like, this doesn't look good.
No,
I said,
because it's not what you're expecting.
No, it's not at all. So we said, just taste it. She took one bite, her eyes closed, and she said, oh my God, where's this flavor coming from?
Wow.
So I said, I told you, the food up here is different. It's fantastic. Well, everyone, we've been rambling on for an hour, and we finished talking about our shows for this week. So we're done.
Yeah, we're done.
That was awesome. Good show.
Next week is, I think it's the Idiot Box.
It is the Idiot's Lantern.
Lantern, that's
You said the box yesterday.
I did say the box. Well, because it makes sense.
Yeah.
If you watch the episode.
Exactly.
Box, lantern, same thing.
Same difference, exactly. Yeah. Well, we thank everyone for listening in tonight. Tune in next time for whatever reason that you come up with.
Next week.
Is it next week?
Well, yeah.
It'll be next week. It'll be the time. Yeah, right. Okay. All right. So that's it for us tonight.
That's it.
All right.
Sorry.
Wibbly wobbly.
Timey-wimey.
And try.